Imagine that. Keyshawn, J. Will Zubin, presented by Progressive Insurance. All guests join us on the Goodyear Hotline. Little Bart and Hahn action here with J. Will this morning. Bart Scott joining us.
What'd he do?
Actually, it's Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. Just to bring it back.
Well, Bart and Hahn with J. Will.
That's fine. Yeah,
what we're doing
Keyshawn,
today.
J. Will, and Zubin. Yeah, just okay.
You want to just,
just
keep the brand.
Yeah, strong branding.
Look, I haven't gotten
It's
to
a
work with
brand
my
name.
guy in
I call
months.
it Blue Magic. It's a brand name.
But
Like
you said,
General Mills,
I miss rocking
Quaker.
out with you boys, though.
but you said it though, Jay. You said something as we were coming back, and that is obviously the question now with Anthony Davis with this injury, as he refuses to sit out Game 4. No, I'm going to play no matter what. And then he plays and he gets hurt again. It goes from, where was it now? Let's see. Let's begin. Was it the ankle first, then the knee, now the groin?
It was the Achilles.
Achilles, right?
The Achilles first, and then I think it transitioned, and now it's
The
at
knee?
the knee, and now the groin. The accumulation effect, though. But
You
look,
said your best ability.
is availability.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you need AD to be there. And see, now what happens is, and we know how this works. I'm not saying I'm a believer of it, but this is what is about to happen.
You're going narrative here?
Forecasting. You ready? Here's a narrative. The guy last year that posted a ton of these hashtags, Wash King.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you win a championship. You win one in the bubble. Now, we just saw Miami get swept by the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round. They were just in the World Championship last year.
Yep.
Well, months ago.
Yeah, months
True.
ago. LeBron James has to get by the Phoenix Suns. He has to. Like, it's a mandatory thing. Because if
He's
he
never
doesn't,
been eliminated in the first round in his career.
that's what. If he doesn't, then this narrative is going to start to spin out.
The aging king.
See, yep. It's father time catching up to LeBron James. He's 36 years old. This is a guy that also just made statements saying, I'm ready for the challenge. My shoulders are built for this reason.
Yep.
So now you put yourself, and he's had, look, in LeBron James standards, a pedestrian first round, right? I think he's averaging 24, 25 points. But LeBron's always been supernatural. He's been superhuman. Right. So now when we see him without AD going against a team with Chris Paul that came off an injury, right? Devin Booker's really their main guy. Mm-hmm. After Devin Booker, you're like, all right, Mikal Bridges.
It's almost like LeBron's trying to do what CP's doing with Booker. It's like, I'm going to let you shine. I'm just here to support, because that's all LeBron's talked about, how much they need AD. Now, Frank Vogel talked about Davis's injury, and it's, again, the prognosis is concerning.
Yeah, he has a strained groin, and he's undergoing further medical evaluation, and we'll have more information tomorrow. Yeah, well, he's one of the best players in the world, so you have to adjust. And I thought we gave great effort in trying to overcome that loss, but certainly wasn't enough.
Now they'll see again how treatment does and how he feels. They play tonight again in Game 5. That series tied at 2, by the way. Also hopeful that you'll get KCP, Caldwell Pope, back as well. He's been out. They certainly have missed him, but again, Jay, you said it. Anthony Davis, when you lose him, all eyes, all pressure, everything goes on LeBron James. And Bart, the idea, I love what Jay said there. His father time finally catching up to LeBron James, who seemed like that was the one opponent he always dominated until maybe now.
Well, yeah, of course he always dominated, but this is not a typical LeBron season, right? LeBron is usually the first or second or third seed, and that opponent that they're going against is usually inferior. So he can get away with the LeBron Jedi mind tricks, but what happens is he has not his equal on the other side as far as a basketball ability standpoint, but as far as a leadership and the ability to be a force multiplier in Chris Paul, who's making everybody around him better. So I get concerned with when you depend on Anthony Davis, because you can't depend on him, because last year was admiration, the fact that he stayed healthy through the bubble. But remember, it was no traveling. It wasn't a typical type of playoffs. So now Anthony Davis not available, more on LeBron, and I think the role players get exposed, the fact that they're not shooting the ball great from behind the arc. So they can't give LeBron as much help as they need to, so he can't rest when he needs to as well. So, I think they're in big trouble, and I think they're going down. And, okay, let's just say they find a way, LeBron finds a way to kind of get them past the Phoenix Suns. Okay, let's just say. With Anthony Davis and his health, it's only going to continue to deteriorate because, now you're seeing compensation. So now it's it was the Achilles, the calf, now it's the groin. I don't think this is the year where LeBron, gets what he wants.
Well, if this isn't the year, Jay, is this the end? Like we looked at like the last chance at his age now at 36.
Right.
Can he carry? We've talked about teams he has dragged to the finals all the way back to 07
Yeah.
when they upset the
07
Pistons
and the 18.
and you've got the 18 team as well with all the injuries they had still get to the finals.
Right.
This team is it's injuries again with this group, but this time around though, can he do it? Can he said his shoulders, he talked about his shoulder, all that stuff. Can he do it though at this point in his career, at this age of his career?
Well, the Utah Jazz are the best team in the Western Conference.
Man,
And
they
we've
keep on.
been saying that all year long, and people have been saying, "Well, no, yeah, you're right." I'm like, okay, like they're just they're built for it. So, look, if
They're
they get
deep.
by the Suns, I don't know if they can get by Portland. Depending if Portland's able to get by Denver, or if Denver, I don't know. Not having AD on the court is a huge, massive loss for them. Now you're depending upon
Drumming gonna clog up the lane.
Kyle
get touched.
Kuzma. Now you're depending upon, Alex Caruso, KCP. He's coming off injury.
Well, Bart mentioned Drummond. I mean, you did make a trade for that dude, and Ayton is just completely dominating the center position in this series so far.
Well, Drummond just brings nowhere close to the versatility that AD does.
He just
Absolutely.
clogs
Nowhere close
the lane.
offensively.
Yeah.
I mean, he clogs the lane. So, and think about who needs the lane open. LeBron James.
Yeah.
Right? So the reason why we called LeBron and AD peanut butter and jelly 2.0 is because their games are perfectly fit for one another. Pick and roll, pick and pop, spacing, surrounding three-point shooters. Now you're very one-dimensional with Andre Drummond. It's a pick and roll. Andre Drummond is going to roll. Where does LeBron James want to go? He wants to turn the corner, get into the lane. Like the two are kind of competing entities for
I mean,
one
we
another.
kind of knew that this was last year and this year was the years where LeBron's going to have his run, right? Before, I believe, the West catch up to him.
The Warriors get healthy
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
Right.
Warriors get, and everybody else is, having stars that are ascending. And LeBron needed Anthony Davis to be his Dwayne Wade, right? He needed, when Shaq went to the Heat, he needed a younger star that he can defer to, and he only needed to be great in moments. But with Anthony Davis always being hurt, now it forces LeBron to still be old LeBron when he's not capable of sustaining that, I don't believe, anymore.
You start looking back at some of the pieces that they had last year, like Danny Green, how he was a really good wing defender, a guy that can shoot the ball really well.
Yep.
Look how he's playing for Philadelphia 76ers, right? Like there's some pieces that they made moves in the offseason where
Dwight
it limited
Howard
a
and
little bit
McGee.
of them, yes,
And you miss a lot.
offensively, right? And some of the pieces, it's just, that's the difference a year can make. But, if you're AD, I give him all the credit in the world for trying to come back. But you also have to look at the longevity of your career, man. Like he's coming off that Achilles injury. Coming back off that, speaks volumes, and then go through a calf, and then go through a groin.
Samuel Jackson in Unbreakable, man.
And people, that's what people
always. He's like Mr. Glass.
Mr.
Man. It's always
Max
something.
Kellerman was calling him Mr. Glass this
It's
weekend.
always something with this dude, man. And like him, you just know that train's never late, man. And that's why, they got even bigger issues, right? When they try and build post LeBron. And, he signed the extension. He's going to be there without LeBron. Is he going to be feeling like Kevin Love out there on the island?
I've been saying it for the longest time. AD can't be your 1A, and AD is a great 1B. And 1B is still one of the best players we've ever seen in the game.
Yeah.
Right? But the position that he plays at, offensively, you need somebody to really unlock him offensively. Defensively, he's in a place by himself because he's incredible. But offensively, you need somebody to unlock that door
Got to get
for
the
him.
ball. Yeah, you got to find ways
to
to
make
get
the
it to
game
him.
easy for him.
Yeah, it's not like a lot of the great players in the game. They have the ball. They are the playmaker. He is somebody
He's
that
a big
needs
yes.
the playmaker. But think about it too. This is why that play-in was, for the Lakers so precarious because it's that extra games to play, the extra burden on LeBron. He probably thought about, let me ease my way into the playoffs. I got AD. Let's hit. He's putting up 30 a game.
Let him do his
Like
thing,
AD had
yeah.
some good games in this series, and now he's going to have to shoulder it again. But for LeBron James, that's the kind of season this has been. Remember, they started out, they were one of the best teams in the league. They were the best defense in the league. Then the injuries hit, and it's just been, for them, a roller coaster year.
See, I think LeBron James can do it. I think he can take them to another level. He just needs to find that place. He has it inside of him. The question is, can he sustain
Yeah,
that?
gotta get
How
to
much
it.
is it going to take out of him? Because
Well,
I
that's the
don't think
question.
Anthony Davis comes back, for the next 2 games. He might try and come back, but he's going to be a compromised version of himself. So if I'm the Suns, I'm going to attack whoever that next guy is. LeBron's going to get his. I'm going to attack that next guy and make sure LeBron gets absolutely nothing from anybody else. He has nobody else to depend on.
Let's hear from LeBron James, though, on the season so far.
Every day I'm putting in timeless work on my body, especially my ankle, on just trying to get it back to full strength and being able to test it out on the floor. It helps a lot. So, like I said, it's been a roller coaster for us all year, especially with injuries. And we hope this one isn't a big one. But like I said, it's next man up, and we look forward to the challenge.
What do you think he's really thinking when it comes to the guy he selected to be his running mate, and Anthony Davis, and the amount as the injuries pile up? Here's a guy that has played through injuries, that has been very durable throughout his career. Does he understand it? Or as an athlete, do you look at the guy next to you going, really, guy? Like, can you stay healthy?
It was myself, Woj, Maria Taylor, and Jalen Rose for NBA Countdown watching the game together. When we saw AD go down, the first thing we all yelled out was, "Panel to LeBron! Panel to LeBron!" Like, I want to see LeBron's face when AD goes down, right? Because I know how we will all think.
Yeah.
Like,
Come
damn
on.
it!
Yeah.
Come on, AD!
Like, really?
But, at the same time, look, man, as a hooper, I feel you, AD. That's a card you've been dealt, but these are the cards I've been dealt. And now it's time for me to take my game to a different level. And I'm looking at CP3, Cameron Johnson, Jay Crowder, get the hell out of here. You ain't guarding me. Can't guard me.
Yeah.
You cannot guard me, CP3.
You're right.
Jay Crowder, you can't. So it's time for me to go superhuman level.
Right.
I may have been able to say, hey, I could be at 25 and 13, which is still incredible numbers, by the way. But now it's time for me to be 35 and 18. It's time.
That's cool. Yeah, you can be all that. What Drummond gonna be? What Caruso gonna be?
Well, obviously
what
you need the
Kuzma
pieces.
gonna
Yeah,
be?
you need your
Right.
pieces.
So if I'm the Suns, but listen, it is blood in the water. And listen, LeBron, all those little layups that he's doing, and he telling Crowder, get off me. Oh no, you're gonna get more of that.
But here's my thing, though, Bart. It's even now.
Mm-hmm.
Like before, I would have said I think the Lakers are a better team with AD.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, it's even.
Yeah.
Series is 2-2.
It's 2-2. I'm just saying, like, yes, the Phoenix
talent-wise,
talent-wise may have a tad bit more talent. Yes, pieces, but LeBron evens that out for me.
Man, I'm about
It's
to
kind of even now.
What do you
Let's
do if
see.
you're the Suns? Do you try to stop him, or do you just shut everybody else down and let him like guard everybody
I think
else
you-
and have Jay Crowder just beating the crap out of him?
I'd be very
Yes.
physical with
Yep.
LeBron.
Yes.
And I say, all right,
doesn't
everybody
want
else,
any part of
Alex
that.
Caruso,
Yes.
KCP, Kyle Kuzma, you have to beat us.
You getting
We're going to
nothing.
stack up the paint. LeBron is going to get to the free throw line 15 to 20 times. I agree on make him kick. Y'all got to make shots. I mean, three-point shooting has always been a hindrance of the Lakers. Beat us from the outside.
Yeah.
Make shots.
Building in Phoenix